Hello, my beautiful friends. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl, and this is Your Journey Yoga. We are going to do a core conditioning yoga series today. Always love these. Such an important piece of your overall health and well-being. It really influences your posture, your balance, really the strength and confidence within you. When you've got a strong core and a strong foundation, anything is possible. So we're going to work on that today. Take it at your own pace. Modify where you need to. Adjust where you need to. Intensify where your body says, yeah, bring it on. But just be mindful of yourself. Be kind. Consistency is always key, guys, as is kindness. So we want to get stronger, but we always want to stay safe. All right, so let's get going, shall we? So something kind of fun that we're going to start that you don't typically think of as core stability, but it is in fact, but we just get some added benefits along the way for strength in the shoulders and the arms. Now, if you guys have really long arms, this is going to be a lot easier than for those of us with shorter arms and longer torsos. Hands are going to come down by your sides. Now you can be propped up on your fingertips. You can be on your knuckles if that doesn't hurt you, or you can be flat palms. So whatever feels the best to you. Because I have a longer torso than I have longer arms, shorter arms, I should say, I need to prop up a little bit. So I'm going to kind of be on the flat part of my fingers and on the pads of my fingers and my hand. Palm of the hand is going to be off, and I'm going to sit up as tall as I can sit. Now you'll notice that this improves your posture a little bit. It brings your chest up and out a little bit. Core stays strong. We are just going to lift. We're going to lift our bottom, seeing if you can get your bottom off of the ground. And down. Bottom lift. And down. Bottom lifts. And down. Next piece. Extend those legs out long. Point your toes if you like. You can keep those feet soft. Lift. And down. Lift. And down. Next piece. Lift. Lift one leg. Release that leg. Stay lifted. Lift the other leg, and down, and come back all the way down. We're going to do that one more time. Press and lift. One leg lifts and releases. Other leg lifts and releases, and come back down. Let's rock back to boat. And we're going to roll out the wrists. We're going to move those fingers. So depending upon your hand position in that, you might notice. Feels a little different, so maybe you need to roll the wrists a little bit more. Hand support behind the thighs. Breathe. We're going to bring the support behind one leg. So both hands behind that right leg, or you can release your support all together. You can do it one-handed, arm out. So you've got lots of options, guys. We're going to extend left leg out and pull it in. Left leg out and pull it in. Keep that belly button drawn in. Keep that chest lifted. Out and in. We're just drawing it in and out. You can release that support if you don't need it. If your lower back is yelling at you, what are you doing to me? Give it that support. Lift through the chest. One more, out and in. Other side. So two hands support, no hand support, one hand, whatever you need. Out and in. Drawing that belly button in and up. As we do our abdominal work, as we train that core, your belly wants to push out. We want to draw it in, right? So as that belly pushes out, it's trying not to work so hard. Make it work hard. That's why we're here, right? Out and in, out and in. Support behind the thighs and lift. So we're going to tie a lot of these together, guys. So if you start to fatigue, that's what we want. It's a beautiful thing. Release the hands. If you need that support, keep it. Lift those legs. Lift them a little bit more. Now slowly lower down, low as you can, hollowing out the tummy and chest, and pull it back in, and hollow it out. And pull it in, and hollow. And pull it in. One more time. Hollow. And pull it in. Little release for that back. Butterfly those legs and just round it forward. Breathe. So hopefully a little bit of fire starting to burn in that belly. Rolling it up. Extend those legs out long. Extend the arms out long. Core is strong. Slowly lower yourself down. Take your time. Nice big deep breaths. As you lower down, pull those knees in and extend the arms to the sky. Knees are bent to 90 degrees. Core is strong. Upper body can remain connected to the mat. Arms just extended. You can always bring the hands down. Find your breath if you like. Lift the upper body. Breathe. Now we're going to extend left leg and right arm. And bring it back. Right leg, left arm. And bring it back. So as you extend, opposite arm and leg, upper body staying off the mat, best you can, drawing that belly button in and up. Breathe. Just a couple more. Find the breath. And last one. Now keep those knees at 90. Open those arms out to a T. Lower both knees to the left, almost all the way to the mat. Don't touch them to the mat. And then bring it back to center. Now over to the right. Don't touch it. We want to keep those knees off of the mat or off the ground and back to center. Now we can keep those knees bent to 90. Or if you like, you can extend those legs. The more you extend the legs, the more challenging it is. So there's lots of room to play, guys, between that 90 degrees and that full extension. So find that spot where you feel challenged, but successful. Coming back to center. Extend your legs, flex your feet, reach up with those fingertips. And lift, and lower, and lift. We're reaching up as high as we can reach, and lower. We're trying not to bring those feet back towards us, but to keep those legs at 90 degrees. So those heels right up over those hips. There's this natural tendency to want to bring the feet to you. We don't want to do that. We want to reach up to find those toes and come back. Reach up and back. One more, up and back. Now take it up and hold and do little tiny reaches. Little tiny. Can you reach any further? And release back to that 90 degrees windshield wipers. Breathe. Side to side. Now you might notice as you progress, as you get a little more fatigued, maybe you need to bend those knees. Perfect. If you can keep those legs long, awesome. It's all about listening to you and what's right for your body, right? So what's right for mine might not be right for yours. What's right for yours may not be right for mine. Bring it back into center. Bring the knees in. Bring the nose up. Take a big breath in and reach. And then circle the arms around and pull it back in. Oh, tight tuck. Inhale, reach it out. Circle it around and pull it in. Reach it out. Circle it around and pull it in. 3 more. Reach it out. Circle it around. Pull it in. Last 2. And breathe. So as we work and stack these these core exercises, gently release the upper body down. You'll notice they add up quickly. Breathe. Extend those arms out to a T, and we're going to bring our knees out to the right, keeping the chest open, bringing the hands to support behind the head. You can interlace your fingers behind your head. You can bring your fingertips kind of just behind the ears if you like. Whatever feels good. We just don't want to pull on the neck. So as our chest is open and our knees are off to the right, we're going to lift the upper body and we're going to hold. You'll notice that this top leg wants to lift. We're going to try and keep those knees together and then bring it back down. Lift, and lower. Lift and lower. So there's some spinal flexibility here. There's a whole lot of obliques going on. Breathe. There's a little bit of inner thigh as we're working to keep those knees side by side. One more. And down. Switch to the other side. So those knees go off to the left. Adjust however you need to. Give yourself the best placement on your mat so that you are not, we won't say comfortable because it's not super comfortable. So we get that spinal flexibility. Knees are off to the side. Hands are where they're not going to yank on your head to draw that chin up. We kind of want to lead with the face to the sky. And lift. Now that right knee, is it pulling off of the left? Use those inner thighs, those adductor muscles to squeeze those knees together. Breathe. So close, guys. And breathe. Last two. Firing up those right obliques. And nicely done. Roll it back to center. Hands behind your thighs. Rock yourself up. And we're going to flip ourselves over and come into a plank. So we can be on our knees and our forearms. Core is strong. Now we want to just do our very best to create a plank. What is a plank? Think of a plank of wood, right? So we're trying to make ourselves nice and flat. So sometimes we got to lift the booty, right? So if that lower back is like, wow, this is just not in the cards today, lift your bottom rather than letting the hips sag. If you're up for it, tuck the toes and lift. Keeping those hips side by side, let's alternate bending knees. Now, if those knees are down, just keep them down. If the knees are down, you can also just extend a leg. That's great too. But we're going to do our very best to keep those hips from shifting side to side. We're lifting out of our shoulders and we're just kind of gazing down right towards our thumbs. Keeping that belly button drawn in. Just walking. We're not running. We're walking. Last two. And last one, back to our plank. And we're going to rock those hips side to side. Now you can do the same thing if those knees are down. Again, never erase, you guys. This is always very deliberate, purposeful movements where we are aware of what we are asking our bodies to do and how our body is responding. We want it challenged, but not too much. We want to be successful, but just kind of on that fence of holy cow, back to center. Release the knees, sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Find your breath. Nice big deep breaths. Extending those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. So our last core strength is going to incorporate some down dogs, because who doesn't love a good down dog? We're going to inhale it to high plank. Exhale it to down dog. Inhale it to plank. Draw that right knee across to that left elbow. And back to down dog. Back to a center plank. And exhale to down dog, this time with that left knee. Inhale to plank, left knee, right elbow. And back to down dog. This time inhale, center plank, 2 push-ups. And back to down dog. Center plank. And back to down dog, right knee. Across to the left elbow. And back to down dog, center plank. Moving with that breath. Back to down dog. Left knee, right elbow to plank. And back to down dog, center plank, 2 push-ups. Find your breath. Push-ups can be on your toes or your knees. And back to down dog. We got one more series. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Right knee, left elbow. Plank. And back to down dog, center plank. Moving with your breath. Exhale to down dog. Left knee, right elbow to plank. And back to down dog. One more center plank with 2 push-ups. Breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Lift your hips to down dog. Breathe. Last challenge, guys, and then we get this beautiful down dog stretch. I want you to walk your hands as far towards the top of your mat as you can. I want you to walk your feet back towards the back of your mat as far as you can. Now we're going to level out as level as we can get. So if you are super tall and you have a shorter mat, I want you to reach beyond your mat. So our plank, those hands are out in front of us. Our core is strong. We are pressing into the mat, drawing that belly button in and up. Pull one knee in and then the other and sit it back to child's pose. Nice job, you guys. So that was just kind of a fun, different series of all different kinds of core exercises that we can do. There's a bazillion of them, you guys. But some fun ones that we can incorporate some yoga. Get some good spinal flexibility as well as spinal stability. And let's walk those hands up. Come around to our easy pose. Sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Now we just did a fair amount of shoulders with that plank and down dog series. So we're gonna relax those shoulders with a big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Draw your chin towards your chest. And rolling the head to the right ear over the right shoulder. A little push with those palms towards the mat. That feels good. Releasing the chin back towards the mat, keeping those shoulders rolled back. And let's take it to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder with a little push to those palms to the mat. I want to thank you for joining me today, you guys. Always awesome to have you with me. Appreciate it more than you know. Releasing the chin back towards the chest. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers and just give a little gentle pull. I hope your new year is starting out amazing. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows wide, and just gently release the weight of the head back into those hands. Always wishing you guys the very best, each and every day. And gently release those hands. Just let them rest comfortably. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope your belly feels all warm and fuzzy. Stay strong, you guys. Stay consistent, stay kind. Be you. Take care. Until the next time. Namaste.